hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to tonight's Fast Start training, y'all. Tonight is going to be one for the books. I am super, super, super excited. How y'all feeling today? I want you to take a moment or two and I want you to go into your group chats, into your connection chats, whoever your accountability groups. I want you to go in and I want you to say, I'm on. And I also want you to share this with anybody that you know on your team, whether they're active or inactive. I want you to share this with someone that you want to see be able to make some extra money every single week and every single month. And so we're going to get started in about 1 minute. I know we opened up the Zoom a little bit late, so we're going to start in about 1 minute. So continue to share, continue to invite us. So while we wait on some more people to jump on, I want you to drop in the chat, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? And if you have anybody that's brand new, guys, anybody that just got back active, if they hit that free restart button in their back office and they are now back active, I want you to share this with them. Anyone that's joined the team in the last week or so, the last 30 days, I want you to share, share, share. I know the gems that are going to be dropped tonight, everyone needs to hear. So make sure you guys share, share, share. And I want to see what you are grateful for. I'm grateful for my 2000. I know that's right. I love it, Allison. Life and new days. Yes, Rhonda. And so in addition to dropping what you're grateful for, if you're someone that's brand new, if you just said yes to Total Life Changes, or maybe you just made your decision to come back to Total Life Changes, what I want you to do is I want you to share what goal, what dream do you have that you want TLC to help you accomplish? What dream or goal do you have that you want TLC to help you accomplish? Because I know whatever it is that you dream for, whatever it is that you believe for, this vehicle can definitely help you get there. So I'm going to get right into it. We're going to make sure we keep this no longer than an hour. Tamani said to hit my $50,000 ring. Exactly. I love it. I love it. Allison said, I want to own land. Yes, I love it. So continue to drop the things that you want TLC to be able to help you do. Because I remember, well, first and foremost, I want to introduce myself, especially to anybody on here that may be brand new, that may have just started their journey with us. So I want to know, is there anybody new on here? Is anybody brand new to TLC? If you're new, I want you to drop me in the comments. If you are a brand new life changer, if you just said yes to this business, welcome, Bukol. Welcome, Don. Who else do we have that is new on here? I want to officially welcome you. Welcome to the team, Lisa. Welcome to the family. And so the first thing is, I just said yes again. Welcome back, Naomi. I want to make sure, Antonique, if you could drop the link for the Telegram chat, make sure if you're brand new that you are a part of our accountability group on Telegram. This is where we're going to share with you things that are taking place, the different trainings that we're having. We celebrate each other's wins. This will keep you up to date. This will help you learn some strategies from different people. So that's a great group for you to be a part of so that you are able to connect with people that live all over the world that have the same goals and dreams that you do of having a successful business. So I don't know when Antonique, if she can hear me, I'll send her a message. I know if they've had shout out to our amazing coach, Natalie. Well, my amazing coach, our upline, Natalie Nicole Smith. She had a phenomenal event today in Houston, Texas. Mr. Lakari, our COO, is in the building. Evan Brigman from corporate in the building. So that's a big deal. So I know that they are impacting lives as we speak. Okay. Now let me just ask Antonique to put that in the chat. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. My name is LaQuail. I've been a part of Total Life Changes for 9 years. 9 years. I started my journey with Total Life Changes in 2015. 2015 is when I started my journey. And I'm so grateful for this business because like a lot of you, I had things that I wanted to get accomplished. Thank you, Isis. I had things that I wanted to get accomplished when I first got started. I went on to be able to earn over $2.4 million in this amazing company. But at the beginning, I didn't believe I was going to be a 7-figure earner. I just wanted to make some extra income. I just wanted to make some extra money. I wanted some flexibility. I wanted a little more cushion. I wanted to be able to save. I wanted to be able to pay off some debt. The same, a lot of the things that we want to do as adults, we get the credit cards and different things that we want to be, we want to be in a better space with not a lot of debt. So I just wanted some room to grow. And I didn't know that this opportunity was going to do the things for me that it was able to do for me. So everything that you desire, I don't care how big that dream is, if you're willing to work for it, if you're willing to show up and be consistent, you will be surprised at what this amazing company can do for you. So what I want to get into, for those of you that are brand new, this is our Fast Start onboarding training. I do have a special guest. I'm going to cover a few things before we bring her on, and I'm so excited. I'm telling you right now, if you want to learn how to make an extra $1,000 a month minimum, you make sure you get your pen and paper ready. You want to make sure you get your pen and paper ready. And if everybody can make sure that their line is muted out, if you guys can make sure that you stay on mute, thank you so much. Make sure you have your pen and paper ready. So the first thing that I want to share with you as a new person, I'm going to actually share my screen. And I'm going to do some Q&A. We'll do some Q&A toward the end. So if you do have any questions, make sure you save them for the end. Let me see. Okay. Let me see, y'all. Let me see if I can figure out where I got here we go. All right. So the first thing is, I want to go over a couple of things. As you see, these are our different ways that we make money. So one thing I love about this company is we get paid in different ways. So today's training is going to be focused on the retail side of how to make money, which is amazing because retail is the first way of pay. And it's one of the ways that you can see an increase this week. So if you know you want to see increase this week, if you want to earn some money this week, I want you to drop a money bag in the comments on this Zoom, because retail is a way that you can earn money this week. All right. The next way of pay is Fast Start. Fast Start is actually also a way that you can earn money this week. We have right now in the month of November, y'all, it's free enrollment. So what that means is, usually to start the business, you're going to invest $59.95 in addition to whatever products you need based on your health goals. And you're going to get 3 packs of this brewed tea as your starter kit. Well, for the month of November, the company said we want to get as many people in position to make some extra money for the holidays for their families. So we're going to waive that $59.95. So now a person is pretty much doing the habits of a customer. They're purchasing a product based on their personal health goals, and they're getting the opportunity to have access to this business where now they can make money sharing the products and the things that they are using and love for their personal health goals. So this is also a great time for you to make some extra income in enrolling different life changers. So just so you know, every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on TLC Freedom's Instagram page, we do an opportunity call. What that means is there's going to be qualified leaders that have proven results that will be sharing the products, their story, and the business. So one of your goals this week is to write a list. Who are the people that you know want to make some extra money? Who are the people that you know that maybe are already entrepreneurs, or people that you know that already have a business or a location? Maybe they have a store or a salon or a boutique. Make a list of people that you know could appreciate this opportunity and invite them to get on the calls Monday through Friday. Every time we present, or on any platform that you see people doing opportunities, it's always encouraged, get back with the person that invited you. So don't think if you send someone to the call, we're not trying to sign your people up. We want to help you do the heavy lifting. We want to explain to your people for you what the products do. Here's some amazing stories. Hear about our company so that we can help you solidify that third way of pay, which is how you earn residual income. All right. So if you notice with that red box, that's letting you know those are ways of pay that you can see in the near future. And the first and second way of pay, you can definitely see this week. And depending on how hard you go, you can see that third way of pay happen this week as well. So once you get 2 new life changers that join your team, now you've unlocked the opportunity to earn residual income. And so in the chat, we have the whole entire compensation plan. So if you want to look at the breakdown of how we make money, All of that is there. And so, because I want to make sure that I give our guest her time so that she can share. So this is just a concept of how to set yourself up for success. You order your products. If you know that you have a physical goal, the best transformational system is going to be cleansing, replenishing, cleansing with one of our detoxes or cleansing teas, the watermelon or the brewed tea, some of the other flavors when we get those back, the cleansing tea, replenishing with the NutriBurst, which is the liquid multivitamin, and then taking something, either the NRG for energy, maybe it's Delgado coffee is your thing, but you want to get a system that's equipped for what your personal goal is. So that's the first thing you're going to do, is you're going to make sure that you got the products that you need. And then the next thing is you're going to set up your smart ship. Your smart ship is what keeps your business active every single month so that you're in position to make money. Plus, you don't want to start your health journey and not be in position to keep it going. Okay. And so I just wanted to cover those basic things. This is an amazing opportunity for you to achieve your health goals, to achieve your financial goals, and to be in a place where you're able to become a better version of you overall, mind, body, and spirit. So I know that that's a big key. So making sure that you have the products you need based on your goal and that you set your smart ship up. So if you joined, let's say you joined, today's the 11th, I believe. Let's say you joined November 5th. You want to make sure that you set up your smart ship for December 5th. Every 30 days, you're required to purchase your product, which is going to, again, keep you consistent on your health regimen so that your business is open. So when someone goes on your website and they buy a product, you can earn your commission. Or when someone joins your team, you can earn commission. All right. And so I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and bring on our special guest because we're at 7:15, and I also want to give us some time for some Q&A. So just know at the beginning, you want to make sure that you have your products. You want to make sure that you set up your smart ship, and we're going to learn today how to make this 50% commission. Every time someone purchases a month supply product from your website, you're going to make $20. Okay. And so we're going to talk to you about how you're able to do that. So listen, let me stop sharing my screen because I want y'all to understand when I bring up this young lady. I really want y'all to understand how major this is because I've thought about this person's journey. This is someone that I watched from afar in the past, and I'm, honored and privileged to now call her my friend. And this is a woman that came over here and did amazing things, hit the level of regional director, helped a lot of people, made some amazing money. Okay, she's a serial entrepreneur. She took a step back. She decided to come back to TLC and started fresh. I need y'all to hear this. She came back to TLC and she started from scratch. And you've seen her name on the top retailers list for months. You've seen her name on the 250 Club list. You saw her get the Consistency Award. You saw her get honored in Detroit at the Dream Convention. This is someone that started from scratch and has created a system there. She is now able to earn a thousand or more a week, a month. She's doing it all. Okay. And so this is someone that's qualified to talk to you about how to make some retail commission. Because if you know you want to make money this week, I want you to get your pen and paper ready, y'all. I want you to throw some fire in the chat. Now, I need y'all to understand this woman is in the top 10 retailers in the company. This is a global company. This isn't a local company. This isn't a Detroit. This is a global international company. And this woman is one of the top 10 retailers in this international global company out of thousands and thousands and thousands of distributors. All right. So I want y'all to give it up for my friend. Okay, Rising Star. She retailed her way to Rising Star. She didn't even know she retailed her way to Rising Star and retailed her way to Rising Star. Okay, so y'all drop some fire in the chat for Taeisha Phillips, Miss Spades. All right, so I got my pen. I'm super excited. Congratulations once again. You already know. You already know. I love you, Queen. I'm super proud of you. Take it away.
Wow, LQ, hold on. Let her cook. Y'all
Right.
ready? Thank you so much, LQ. Let her cook. What's up, guys? Let me cook. Come on. I'm so excited tonight, you guys. I've been thinking about y'all all day. Let's go. The more energy you give me, the better I teach. I just
Y'all
was.
drop
Y'all been
some
thinking about you
fire.
too, good. I see how you've been losing that weight. Let me show you how I got to cooking. Let her cook. Let her cook. Hi, guys. Hey, it is such an honor and a privilege to be able to be on TLC platform. Thank you so much to my amazing coach, Natalie Nicole Smith. Man, thank you, LQ, for that. I am honored to be able to be here tonight. If you guys are excited, thank you. I'm telling you, the more energy I give me, that I teach. Okay, so I want you to know that you can do this. If you write anything down before we get to numbers, before we get to anything, I need you to believe that you can do this. Okay, because at first, when I rejoined in the business, hear me out, because I saw a lot of you guys rejoined, and welcome, welcome to the party. Welcome to the money getting party. Okay, welcome. You are in a safe place to be able to rebuild. I'm talking about a business. Okay, so I just want to give you guys my perspective on how I've been able to do what I've been able to do. You know, I was in TLC before. I had regional director in 7 months, and sometimes it's me versus me. I don't know who needed to hear that. Some of y'all got to get back into that old grind and that old hustle, because what I'm about to tell you might not sound too ordinary, because what I do is work. I know I look like I don't, baby, I get to work. Come on, somebody. So the way I was able to retail, honestly, is through consistency and connections. Not forgetting about the individuals that I could help. Like, we are literally life changers solving people's problems. And trust me, I'm not going to waste no time tonight. We're going to get straight to it. Because if you can honestly get back into a consistency way of you doing your business, if you can learn that your connections really matter, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be able to elevate. We're going to be able to teach you all the back end stuff, but the front end stuff that you're going to have to put in some work, because retail is work, you guys. Like, I'm not here to sugarcoat things. Retail is work. Like, retail is really the work part of things, but you need customers. There's no way we can run a business without customers. The way that things function and the way products are to be able to be sold is to get customers. So
Let me ask you a question. I want to kind of do a little interview with you.
sure.
Okay. So I want to ask you, because you said something good at the beginning when you talked about, that you can do this. So I want you to really bring people there, because there are people on here that are just starting their journey. This is new to them. They've never done this before. How important is the belief part? How are you able, especially because this can also apply to anybody that's doing something new, but maybe you tried something in the past, and you might have failed in the past. So how are you able to get your belief back?
It was my confidence. I had to go back and do a lot of personal development. I had to go back and reread books. There's some books that you probably need to reread to regain some information. So I had to build that confidence back in myself. So I needed to know that I could do this. That's why I said, before I said anything else, you guys believe that you can do this. Like,
Right.
I doubted myself at first. I said, oh my gosh, another stream of income. I'm busy. Guys, I am busy. Like, it's ridiculous how busy I am. But I said, wait a minute. I know if I did this before, I could do it again. And I know if you're brand new, I want you to know that being ignorant on fire. And that means to me, you might not know what's going on yet. Oh, I love that part. Because that means you're going to tell everyone. You're so excited about what's going on. By default, you're going to make so much money because of how you feel. So my confidence and how I felt about the products and how the products made me feel, because it's a feeling when you take these products. There's no way that you can do retail without taking the products first yourself. That's why you have to you need three. By minimum three. I don't go nowhere without this, but you need three, because if you're going to sample, if you're going to sell, and you're going to share, it's a part of the process. You can't go beyond the process. So for me, it was me figuring out, let me take a step back and rebuild my confidence. I had to rebuild my confidence back in personal development because I remember the time when people told me I couldn't do it. I remember the times when I look back and people said, okay, how do you think you're going to be able to buy your mom a house? You know, but I knew I saw the vehicle. I saw you guys as an example. TLC was that vehicle for me. So I took the vehicle and I said, listen, if we could just run the play. And sometimes if you guys see it on my social media, I always say run the play. Because when you're running the play with yourself and you're confident with yourself that you can really do this, it matters. It changes everything for you. So I started to break down the products. I started to share it with as many people as I possibly could. Guys, if you're not going to be confident in what you're selling until you're confident in yourself. So that's the first part. I want you to believe that these products work. Why? Because when you take it, you're going to have an experience. There's nothing like an experience. Let other people experience that with you. Don't leave out the experience. So I was able to share my experience with, I said, girl, that tea, woo, that NutriBurst, that NRG. How many nurses did I speak to? They said, oh, I'm so tired. How many business professionals that you guys know, we hear it constantly. I'm so tired. The last time I had vitamins, Flintstones, was when my children had them. We give them to our kids and we don't take them. Crazy world we live in. Run the play. Sometimes you have to run the play with yourself. You have to relearn and believe. You have to get that faith back and say, listen, I have to forget about it, what all the naysayers told me that I couldn't do something. I have to forget everyone that doesn't believe in me because there are people that believe in these products. This is a global brand. When I was able to structure my business, I realized that I was able to build on a higher scale. So
I love that, and I just wanted to share what she talked about is sometimes while you're building your personal confidence, guess what? People believe in the products. The products have been around for over 20 years. There's so many testimonies, there's so many before and afters. And so while you're building your belief, let the products be the influence. That's what I want because I know the products have more influence over than we do at times. When I first got started, I didn't have the 37,000 followers on Instagram I have now. I wasn't making six figures or seven figures. I was working at Macy's selling fragrance. So like most people, the first people that I spoke to were my coworkers. Those were the people that I saw every day. So I listened to conversations like she was saying, nurses saying they're tired. I would listen to what my coworkers would say, and I would recommend a product based on what they said. I would say, hey, well, you should try this. Just like when I got started 9 years ago, we didn't have instant tea. We only had the brewed tea. So this is literally would be the sample because this is what we had. So I would be giving away a week's supply of brewed tea as a sample. But it was me listening to those conversations. So letting the product have the influence. I didn't have the financial success yet. I was working on my transformation at the time. So I didn't have all of that. But what I had was the products. And I had enough testimonies from other people, including my experience at that time of what the products it did for me. So when you talk about the connections, how do you start the conversation with your warm market to share with them the products that you have?
so even with cold market and warm markets, like I really build the conversations as something like you cannot be fake. People see fake from afar. So if you are trying to sell them something, they already don't want to buy, but they want to buy something from also right. So I let the conversations not be about me. It's all about them. So in
Love
those
that.
warm market conversations, I love to talk to them about other things that they have going on because then I get to see how busy they are. I get to see their environment
Mhm.
and I get to see what products I have to, because sometimes I feel like we talk too fast. And if you listen to your customers, they'll tell you what they need. And sometimes they need more than what you're offering. In your head, I tell this to especially my girl Donna on my team. I tell all the time, don't think for nobody. You're over here thinking she want a bag of tea, but she might want a whole kit. Stop thinking
Right.
for people. So I tell them, listen to their problems and see what products that we have to solve their problems. If they tell me that they're tired and they tell me they need to lose weight, I'm not offering them one product. I'm offering them multiple products because I need to make multiple dollars. So I'm able to offer them, because if we're going to get 20, 20, 20, they need NRG, NutriBurst, and a T. They need a kid. So do not be afraid to ask. You have not because you ask not. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. So with my connections as far as building in the warm market, it could be other individuals that I'm talking to. Like if I'm going to one of my daughters, if I'm going to her school, oh, I love sampling the teachers. I love sampling the principals. I love sampling the coaches, the basketball coaches. I'm like, I know these kids are wearing you out, right? Let the conversation be as natural as you possibly can, because then when you let them know and you build an honest relationship with them, it helps you sell so much more products, because the product sell itself. When they run out of that tea, they know who to come to. So that's where that genuine, honest relationships come in, that helps to sell with retail.
So what would you say, what does it look like for you on a week that when you're qualifying for the 250 Club? And so
Okay.
guys, the 250 Club, just so you guys know, is
Okay.
an incentive program that the company has. So when you earn $250 a week in retail commission 4 weeks in a row, they're gonna send you a box. There's free product in there. Sometimes there's different merchandise. I think I got a shaker bottle one time. I got like electric jump rope. I got some stretch bands and some free products. So they send you a box of goodies. And so $250 a week in retail looks like 13 products sold through your retail site, which is that's one single product at $20. So 20 times 13 is 260, but that's going to qualify you for the 250 Club. So how do you solidify that 250 Club weekly? What's your process?
I need somebody to type pressure. 250 Club. I felt it in my back when she brought it up. Let me tell you, it's pressure. It's pressure. I love the fact that they did that for the company, because if you know that you up for a challenge, because that's what it was for me. I said, how much pressure can I put on myself? How much determination? What is my determination really look like? That 250 Club is pressure. And I like that type of pressure, because you earn, and it's earned. It's given to you in such an amazing way, because it's given back to you in such ways that you're helping to solve people's problems and you're getting a monetary gain for it. Let me tell you, moving 13.5 products a week is strategy. You have to know that you're talking to as many people as possible. You're connecting with as many people as you can. You're not being afraid to share the products that work. These products work. So that 250 Club to me is pressure. It's accountability, it's consistency, it's determination, and it's a decision. Because I did not know that somebody else, like my girl Maxine, was doing the same thing I was doing. So me and Maxine took accountability in each other. And I'm so grateful for her, because throughout that process, we both got sick. We both were tired. So many things are going to be against you. I call those distractions. You see, when something big is about to happen in your life, I couldn't worry about Maxine being sick. I had to push her and tell her, I'm not doing this without you. I said, girl, you sick? Sounds rough. You have to know that when you have a goal, nothing else matters. So know that if you're new, do not be afraid, because that means you're excited. You made a decision, and it's probably going to be the best decision of your life. This decision literally helped me earn 6 figures. Literally. I took TLC's money back in the day and I purchased my mom a home. So I said, if I did it once, I could do it again.
So let's talk about that. I'm glad that you said that. 6 figures, y'all. And again, remember, she's someone that earned 6 figures, hit the level of regional director, and came back and started from scratch.
0, 0. That's
She
hard.
started from scratch. And so the success that we're talking about now with the 250 Club and the consistent retail income and hitting Rising Star, all of that just happened. So
Yes, just now.
yes, it happened just last week, as a matter of fact.
So that's why the decision is so important, because when you put your head down to work, when you're being so consistent with your customers, I love the fact that Total Life Changes has done the retention right now, because you cannot re-talk to your, like, the same customers that helped me go director. Hear me out. I needed 100 customers to go director. Those same 100 customers are the same ones that helped me to go rising star, because it's retention. I talked back to the same people. Hey, do you still need more products? It's going to take, you have to follow up with your customers. The money is in your follow up. So if you have to put in your calendar follow up Fridays, that's what I do. If I know that this person, and you put notes for yourself, like note takers are money makers. So the people that are willing to take the time to write things down and keep themselves organized, they're the ones that are going to keep themselves structured. So in order to hit rising star, shout out to my coach, because I didn't even know. I put my head down. I was working. I was getting customers. Because I said, eventually, I know what this business is going to do. It's going to grow into life changers. So don't be afraid that you don't have life changers right away. At least move in your business. So moving for me was important. Small wins are important. Don't be afraid to celebrate the small wins. I love when somebody buys 5 for 25. And a play that I'm going to teach you guys that I really ran that helped me out. And those are for the individuals. And even if you don't have, if you have an email list, this works for you. If you have a text marketing list, this is going to be perfect. But remember that you can target individuals in the morning, in the noon, and the night. So what I do is I have an email list of over 4,000 individuals. At night or midnight, around 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, I send out flash sales. Random. These people are up. They're awake. They're shopping on Fashion Nova. They might as well shop with you. So if they know that they can get something for me on a sale, now I have their email addresses, and I love giving them something away for free. Never be afraid to give a sample away for free. If you see you have constant customers coming back, and that's how you get them on multiple products, you offer them different flavors. The fact that we have different flavors is so amazing, because a lot of people have never tried the tamarind, and then you can give that away for free. Each sample is going to be worth around $2.40. So if you get 5 for 25, you're still going to be able to make money. Never be afraid to, if somebody gives 5 from you, give them 1 away for free. They're going to love the way you made them feel. Retailing is really about how you make people feel, how you give them an experience. When I ship my packaging down to the packaging orders, it's exciting. I have exciting poly mailers. I put things on my poly mailers so that people see. So when you're shipping products, or if you're going to let TLC ship the products for you, you're going to give people an experience throughout. You want them to have fast shipping if you're going to sell it on your own, and you want to give them something extra sometimes. So I love the fact that if you are able to share with other individuals what you love, they're going to share back with you. And then the referrals, you guys. Can I tell you guys the amount of products I've been able to sell because I've told someone this? If you know anyone else that I can help, I know you may not want it. This is for my non-believers. I know you may not want to lose 5 pounds right now, but do you know someone I can help? People hate to feel like they're left out.
That's so true. And you said a couple good things that I want to make sure that we talk about. The first thing is, if you're someone, because I know, I've been in this business 9 years, and I've had all experiences, whether it was high confidence, low confidence, and in between. And what she just said is a great way to start a conversation if you may be afraid to talk to a person. And if you don't want to offend anybody, if you ask them if they know somebody that could use what you have. I just started this amazing business. I've been taking these products. I feel great. If you know anybody that wants to lose 5 pounds fast, give them my number. 9 times out of 10, that person is going to say, I do.
Every time. Or give them my social. No one wants to feel left out.
And the next thing is, I see some questions about the email automation. So I'm going to give a different perspective, because what she's been able to do with 4,000 emails, this has been built up. This isn't something new. She's a serial entrepreneur. So when I got started, I was working a job. I wasn't an entrepreneur. So I didn't have the access to that amount of people. And so when it comes to setting up emails and things like that, that's not necessary to get started. This is a way when you now have a lot of people to help you manage them. But if
Yeah.
you're at the beginning and you're starting out and you may not have that, that's a futuristic thing. That's
Yeah.
something that you know that you'll get to. So when I got started, I talked to the people around me. I talked to coworkers. I would also follow up. If I sampled them, if I gave somebody a sample to try for, because back then we did have NRG samples. They were packaged differently, but we did have NRG samples. So if I gave somebody an NRG, and I know when you take NRG, it's going to take 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30, depending on the person, for them to feel something, I'm going to ask them right away. Soon as I'm gonna give them about 30 and I'm gonna ask them, how did that make you feel? So you also want to make sure your follow-up system is based on what you sampled. So if you're sampling people a 24-hour sample, you need to follow up with them within that 24 hours. And so the email system, you can do your own research to find the best platform for you, but I don't want you to think that that's something you have to have, because you don't have to get started there.
Right, correct. Like that was just what in order for me to get started, you got to start with one. So don't get me wrong, guys. I'm just speaking from the perspective of where I am, but I do know that in order to grow any business, don't be afraid to start from one. In order for me to get to what I have now, there had to be someone that was willing to give me their email first. So if you're giving a sample, never give a sample away and you don't have something in return. Say, hey, do you mind if I have your email address so I could connect with you? That's how you're able to connect and start to build an email list. And then give yourself a goal. If you know that every Friday I need to give out 5 samples and I want to collect people's information, grow the list. You have to grow it. You cannot be afraid to start, because when I restarted in TLC and I saw that my it was 0-0, that means I have to go to work. I have to go to work. I have to now sell products. I have to now put in the effort. Don't be afraid to run a business when we have amazing products that work. So when you're in the TLC back office, you're still growing an email list. You might not be able to, don't worry about sending it out back there, but you have people's information. Because in order for you to build retention customers, you need their phone number and email so that you're able to place the order for them. So and then you guys don't even have to touch the product if you don't want to. It's more so about connecting with individuals so that you're able to build. When I saw that I had 0-0, I said, okay, now I need one. And then you have to give yourself a goal. You have to say, this is a non-negotiable because I'm running a business. I know that I'm busy and I want the people around me to know that I'm busy because they care about you. Remember, they love you. Your family loves you. They're going to understand. But when you put a goal on a piece of paper, you have to know that you mean it. You have to say, all right, now is my time to grow. Don't be afraid to grow. And don't be afraid to say, listen, when I got my first customer, I celebrated. When I got my second customer, I celebrated. When I got my third customer, I celebrated. When I got my fourth customer, I said, guys, I'm on a roll. When I got my fifth one, I said, okay. And then I understood the process of it's going to take time. It builds. I had to rebuild my business back, and I had to not be afraid. I had to build back the confidence, and that's where come the consistency. Because when you're confident and you're saying, okay, I'm going to take the time out to personally develop, now I'm going to do what needs to be done for myself, my family, my dreams, because they matter. Once you know that you matter first, because some people are like, oh, I don't think I can never hit those type of number. I know you need to be able to hit $100 to pay a bill. I was concerned about paying my bills. How many of y'all want to just pay some bills?
I see
Because,
Dawn there. Dawn said, yeah, she get it. Dawn
okay,
don't
so I was
have
like,
to
yeah, girl,
sell.
all these bills were billing. So I said, I did a hand wave and I said, no, TLC can help me pay some bills. Because if I'm going to do, if I'm going to get $20 for every product that I'm going to be able to sell, that bills. I said, oh, it builds over time. So I know that if I connect with my customers, I know if I build up my referrals, that say, who else do you know that I can help? Or do you want to make money with me? It's just not getting so much, I can't say in their business, but knowing that you can solve their problems. Does that make sense? You guys, so be able to solve their problems faster. Like money loves speed. So with me, I work on knowing that every day I'm so grateful to be alive. I look back and there were times when I wasn't able to walk in 2022 for 4 or 5 months. I look back at the horrible things that I went through, so I know that the things going forward, they're only to bless me. They're only to catapult me because you're here. You are here connected with this for a reason. So then once you go outside and stop being afraid of running your business, or know that you matter, and know that I can speak to individuals. You only may have 100 followers. You may have 0 followers. I love to be able to give out business cards. I give out flyers. So marketing really takes sometimes some footwork, because if I know I'm going to the mall, I bring some flyers with me and I put them on every single card at the grocery store before I get groceries. You guys,
Wow.
people belong to those cars. Yeah.
I
So
love it.
I think differently when it comes to, I mean, I want to talk to them right away, but I know, hey, if they throw it on the floor, maybe they're not. But if the flyer looks nice with a pretty picture on it, and this person is saying, I can help solve your problems with these amazing products, you can just get your business out there with doing a little bit of work. And another thing I will say really quickly is these pop-up shops, guys, do not be afraid to get your kids into these businesses, okay? Bring the kids with you. Can I get some? I want y'all to drop some serious gems for what I'm about to tell you, because these little kids are your money makers, okay? If you are able to train them, if you're able to tell them little tips and tricks about NutriBurst, let me tell you what I do, and this is just my experience. So I bring my goddaughter, who's about 6. She's able to say, I love, she takes the NutriBurst because it's her experience, because that's the only vitamin that we give her. And we put her in a NutriBurst shirt at the pot. Do you know who loves to buy from children? People. She gets up there, she says, I love the way this makes me feel. I take my NutriBurst before I go to school. I love it. A mother looked at me one day. She said, you pay her to do that? I said, how am I going to pay? It was her honest reaction because it's coming from a child. The lady
Mm,
was like, how many boxes you got back there?
wow. I love that. So I want y'all, because she dropped so many gems, y'all, but I want y'all to really hone in on the main things. She said consistency. Everything she talked about is interacting with people. These products are amazing, and each of you are on this Zoom right now because someone showed you the products. Whether it was on social media, whatever it was, you saw it through a person. So, guess what? That's how people are going to see it through you. And Don, you can access people that I can't access. Trinika, you can access people that I can't access. Stacy, you can access people that I can't access. And so it's up to us to get the word out. So it's leveraging the people that you know, it's being consistent, it's using the products yourself so you can speak to people from a real place of experience. And what I love is the majority of our products, you have some type of experience within 24 hours. When you drink our cleansing tea, you're going to have an experience within 24 hours. When you take the NRG or you drink the Blue Magic or you drink NutriBurst, you're going to have an experience. If you drink the coffee, you're going to have an experience. And so even if you haven't gone through your products yet, you still had enough experience that you can now talk to people about it. And so it's being consistent, it's sharing and sampling. And like she said, don't be afraid to give away a sample. The only thing that I sell to people, and this is me personally, is a week supply. If I want to give someone 1 or 2 sachets of tea, I'm not going to sell it to them because I know I'm going to get a harvest back where even if it's not where I sowed my seed. So you want to make sure that you're sharing and sampling and following up. So this is what I recommend. When you're following up with people, whether they got a sample from you, whether, find out what their actual goal is. Find out what their actual goal is and recommend the best option based on their goal. So I always tell people, like she said, don't think for people. We don't want to count anybody's pockets. Don't assume someone can't buy a kit. So you want to give people, if somebody tells me they want to lose 15 or 20 pounds, I'm going to recommend the 15-day kit. I'm going to start with the best option. And then based on our conversation, I'm going to work my way down. So if they don't want to do the kit, then I'm going to say, well, you definitely should get started on the tea. If they don't want to do a month supply of the tea, then I might go to the bag of tea for 2 weeks. If they don't want to do that, then maybe I'll go to the week supply. But see, it gives me room to work when I give the best option first. If I
Mm.
start out with a weak supply because that's easier for me to talk about, I don't have any flexibility. I don't have anywhere to work with. And so I'm always going to give people the best option based on their goals and work my way through the conversation. And so, like she said, when you ask the right questions, people will tell you whether you realize it or not, people will tell you what they need, what their pain points are, and you can now pair the products with their problems. And
Perfect.
so I want to transition because I know I want us to be off of here by 8 o'clock. So we're going to do some Q&A. So if anybody has any questions to make this easy, if you could raise your Zoom hand. And so I do want to say something else about the follow-up. Following up should be a weekly part of your process if you're out there daily and weekly exposing and sharing. You want to follow up. The fortune is definitely in the follow up. One thing that our amazing COO said at a company event, and I'll never forget this, Mr. John LaQuail said, people don't have to believe what you're telling them, but they have to believe that you believe it. And so if you really are showing people that you care about helping them with their goals and you're not just trying to get a quick sale, you'll have that retention. And so when you're doing your follow-ups, that's showing people, okay, even though I made money from the transaction, I want to help you. I want to help you lose that 20 pounds. I want to help be your accountability partner. I want to help you join this challenge so that we can do it together. And so it's also letting people know it's not just about the money. I want to help you feel better. And so if this sample made you feel good, let me help you feel better. Let's get you in, and then recommend what's best based on their goals. When people know that you really care and it's bigger than a sale, you're going to have their attention. So I'm waiting to see if anybody has any questions. If you have any questions, raise your Zoom hand. And so for those of you that are brand new, the homework that I'm going to give you is to start when you're making your list, you want to make the list of people that you want to be your business partner and the people that you want to be your customer. Think about the people in your cell phone, people on your social media, people that you work with, people that anybody that you're still in contact with. And what I love about this time of the year, it's because the holidays are around the corner. This is the great time to reconnect with people. If there's
Yeah.
people you might say, well, I haven't talked to some of these folks and this is the time, it's the holidays. Everybody
Yeah.
hears from people they haven't heard from in a long time during the holidays.
And they're okay with you contacting them, so it doesn't feel so weird. I think sometimes it just, if you build a more natural conversation, like that's, I love happy holidays. Anyone who wants to lose 5 pounds fast? Oh, it's Thanksgiving, you guys. We're all talking about how we're going to be gaining weight. Imagine you're going to be the solution for people's problems to help them to lose weight. You can really solve people's problems. So
I love that.
to ask us any questions, please. That's what we're here for. I always feel like no question is a dumb question. Someone has the same question that you do.
Yeah. And one thing I want you to touch on while we wait to see if there's any questions, how do you handle rejection?
Oh, wow. I know that the no's mean that I'm getting closer to my yes. You
That's good.
and you don't really, everyone else may not be able to see it, but you just know every no is to build character. My dad used to tell me that, like, why are you afraid somebody telling you no? It's supposed to toughen you up. So just know that yes is coming. Don't ever feel like, oh, maybe that particular person doesn't want your product. That doesn't mean that somebody else wouldn't want it either. So I just know that's a big part of personal development, and not making sure that your confidence doesn't become broken. And like, because it can get hard. You can be like, oh, I don't want to do this for the rest of the day. And now the person that you could have helped is walking right by you, and you're
Mm,
missing out on your blessing. So I learned to be able to control my emotions better and say, you know what? Just because I got that no doesn't mean that the whole world, there's billions of people in this world. This is
right,
global business. So I said, let me not feel the rejection and take it personal. They might be going through something. Hey, they might have a bad day. They might be telling you
right,
no for something else. That's why a lot of people that I've gotten to rejoin back into the business or try the products again, it's because they were going through some. Oh, girl, I was busy. I couldn't even realize what you were telling me. So you got to give
right.
people grace and know that even though you're trying to offer something to someone, they're going through something as well. So don't be afraid to go back to that person like, Yeah, girl, I know I'm going take these people on a journey with you. Retail is really a journey. If you allow people to go on that journey with you and it says, oh, I'm tired too. What you took today? NRG? What's that? Here we go.
Right. I love that. I love that. And one thing that she mentioned that I also wanted to talk about with rejection is not taking things personal. When someone, and we have to realize health is a very personal thing. When it comes to losing weight, when it comes to dealing with your body, that's a real personal thing. And so a lot of times a person's no has nothing to do with you. It's maybe they did something in the past and it didn't work. Maybe they know the discipline it would really require to really get that goal accomplished that they want to get accomplished, and maybe they're not ready, but that has nothing to do with you. And so I always make sure I say, lessening your efforts will never increase your results. So don't allow the rejection to slow up your process. And sometimes people just need more information.
Mm-hmm.
And when someone says no, that's the perfect person to sample because they just haven't had the experience yet. And that's maybe why they're saying no. And so that's the person that I would say, well, can I leave you with a sample? Because I know once you try it, you're gonna love it. I know. This is me being confident. I know you're gonna love it.
And
Whenever I follow up with
I love that.
somebody,
Then you
go ahead.
follow up because they don't believe it. Because you give them a sample, they're like, oh, I didn't try it yet. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. I'm gonna I'll hit you up on Friday. You always let them know you're gonna stay in contact with them because I want to make sure that you took this sample once they have an experience.
Yeah,
It
and that's
changes their perspective.
it definitely does. And so, and sometimes it's hard to have a deep conversation with someone that hasn't had the experience, especially while you're building your confidence. See, when you're excited about something, like when I talk about how much I love Blue Magic every day that I take it in the morning when I go work out, people ask me about Blue Magic because they see me always talking about it because I'm excited. So when you're excited about something and you're passionate about something, you help excite other people. And so that's why using the products yourself, of course, is crucial. And so just know, the last thing I'm going to say, because it doesn't look like we have any questions, I want you guys to understand that rejection is a part of the process.
It is.
Anyone that's ever been successful in life in any industry has been rejected before. So don't think that if you're getting rejected, you're doing something wrong or it's not going to work. No, that's a part of the success process. That's one of the success principles is rejection
Mm-hmm.
because that's how you find what works.
Trial and error. That trial. Do not be afraid to really say, okay, that didn't work. I'm going to try something new. It's a part of the process. It's a part of your process, your building process, your growing process. Retail is growth. When you get that first sale, I want you to put it in the chat. I want you to celebrate. I want you to maybe even take yourself out to dinner if you can, because it's going to make you feel so good. It's going to make you feel so amazing because you're growing in your business, that you made a decision. This was your decision that you saw that you can really grow in TLC. So I'm excited for you guys that even made a decision to even return back into your business, restart your business, refuel your business,
Yes.
reload your business. It matters. It
All right.
matters.
So let me see. That was so good, y'all. I want y'all to drop in the chat. What was the gem that you heard tonight that you needed for you? What was your biggest takeaway? I want to see what's your biggest takeaway. And so guys, if you really start sharing with people, if you use the products yourself and share your experience, and listen, you don't have to be an expert to talk to people about your experience because it's personal for you. So don't feel like, oh, well, I don't know enough, so I can't tell somebody. If you know that you drank that cleanse and it helped you go to the restroom, that's your testimony. That's your testimony. The same way when you watch a movie on Netflix and you tell people about it, Netflix doesn't prep you. You just share your experience. So look at these gems. I'm going to read some of
I
these
love it.
gems just in
Jasmine said,
case
how do
anybody
you
missed
approach
it.
Jasmine said, how do you approach people out in public at salons? That's all about posturing up. You're a business, you're in business, you have products. You let them know, I want to speak to the owner because can I leave my business cards here? Sometimes it takes leaving the business cards first or being direct. I'm very direct. I want to talk to the boss. I'm a boss. So Jasmine, go straight to the boss. Hey, who the You tell them straight up, like, I want to speak to the owner. Who is the owner? This is Spanish. Who's the manager? Can I leave some business cards here? That's what really helped me out building barbershops and beauty salons. Because when you leave your business cards there, people are there, and don't be afraid to posture up. You got this. You a boss. You are a boss. So believe, just start. Please just start at one. Audrey Milan said, just start at one. Once I got my first email, I was like, wow, I can do this. And then I needed two. And then I needed three. And then those girls, those goals that you give yourself, because as an entrepreneur running, you're going to know that those goals matter. If you say by Friday, I need to have two new email addresses.
Mm-hmm.
All I need is two. By next Friday, challenge yourself. I need three, because you already did two. You got to believe. You already did two.
Right.
If you know by next Friday you can do three now you have five. I
So
love building.
yes, and I'm looking at these comments of everybody's
Love
takeaway, and
it.
I love it. And so this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to make a goal. Today is Sunday, closeout is Thursday. So you have between now and Thursday at midnight to determine what your paycheck will be for this week. And so your first goal, I would say, is especially for those of you that are brand new, when you get 5 new customers in your first 30 days, you're going to earn a $50 bonus from TLC. So you're going
Yes.
to make retail commission with each sale already and then get an additional bonus. So what that means is this. If you're someone brand new, first 30 days of business, and you sell 5 bottles of NutriBurst, let's just use this as an example. 5 different people buy a bottle of NutriBurst on your website. You're going to make $20 for each sale. And after that fifth sale, you're going to get a $50 bonus from TLC. And so I want you to make that a goal to get that $50 bonus in your first 30 days. So if let's see who's paying attention. If you sell 5 products and you make $20 for each sale, then you get a $50 bonus. How much money is that?
Man, I already know, because I love me a big bonus. Let them cook.
Exactly, Michelle.
Let's go. Hey, $150
So
quick.
I want you guys to make a goal that you're going to earn $150 this week. Imagine being able to earn $150 in a business that you just started. There are people that start businesses, the average brick and mortar business, you won't see a return on your investment for a few years. I want you to think about it. If you make $150 this week, you're literally getting your investment back that you started the business with, pretty much, depending on what you ordered when you joined. That's a huge deal. That's going to really boost your confidence. And so I want you to take it a step further. If you want to make that $150 this week, I want you to connect with your coach or whoever you're working with. Let them know your goal so they can help keep you accountable. You guys can work together. You can have a discussion on what's the best practices, the best plan of action for you, if that's what you want to accomplish. So we all want to see you get some increase, and we want to see those wins. So I know we put the ISIS, if you could drop the link one more time for the Telegram chat, make sure you're in the chat so that you're able to share with us your wins, because we want to celebrate you. We want to celebrate you. I love somebody said, if I did it before, I can do it again.
You
Exactly.
can do it again. I'm the living testimony, and right proof right in front of you. I promise you guys, if you put in the work, if you stay consistent, if you know that you can be determined, if you know that your goals and dreams matter, I'm telling you, you can do this. You
And
just got
so, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You just got to
no.
go.
Go ahead, girl. I was just telling them to believe, because I just remember how I felt. I remember how I
Yeah,
felt not knowing if I could really do this, and knowing that, and taking that belief in myself, and knowing I could take myself further. That is what is going to increase your retail. Believe in yourself first.
I love that. And the last thing, so I'm going to give you 2 assignments. That $150, that's 5 new customers. Now, if you want to take it a step further, if you said, you know what, I'm going all in. Right now, in the month of November, we have another incentive program that's called 1052. So the first thing is the 5 customers. That's the 5 in the 1052. Let me see. Let me see if I have it. I don't know if I have it on my screen. Let me see if I can share it real quick. Let me see. I think we have it on the, there we go. Let me see. Oh, here we go. That was it. Let me go back.
Yes.
1052. And
Mm-hmm.
so 1052 is another incentive where you can get $100 bonus. So once you get those 5 new customers in your first 30 days, you're going to make that $150 minimum. And that's if each person buys one product. Okay. The two is when you have those 2 new life changers. So remember, we talked about making that list of people that you want to introduce the business to. And a great way to introduce the business is to invite them to the opportunity call so that they can hear the information from the people that have this success, that know how to explain it, that know how to share as you're learning. So you want to get as many people invited to that call every single night. Get your 2 people, and the retail commission and the fast start commission is the same. So if I sell a bottle of NutriBurst to a customer, I'm going to make $20. If someone joins my team as a life changer and buys a bottle of NutriBurst, I'm still going to make $20. And so you want to look for 2 people to partner with you in business. That's the 2. And that also unlocks you to be able to make that third way of pay, which is residual income. And the 10 is so once you have 5 new customers, and once you have 2 new business partners this month, if you join this month, in this month, when you have 5 new customers and 2 new business partners, you're going to see a button pop up in your back office that says 1052 monthly. Once you click that button, you're going to acknowledge that you also sampled 10 people. The company knows that if I'm at the restaurant or if I'm at the beauty salon, they can't track how I'm sampling. And so this is on the honor system. And anything that someone can't buy on your website is a sample. If I sell somebody a week's supply for $25, that's still a sample. If I create a custom kit for somebody, maybe I give them a couple packs of NutriBurst, a couple sachets of tea, and some NRG samples because I want to sample the 15-day kit. And let's say I charge $40 and I deliver it to them or I mail it to them out of my inventory. That's still considered a sample. And so once you have those 5 new customers and once you have those 2 new business partners, you're going to click that tab that says you also sample 10 people and the company's going to give you a $100 bonus. And so the one goal is 5 customers. Do whatever you can believe for. But if you want to go all the way, 1052, that's going to get you that's 2 new business partners, 5 new customers, and acknowledging that you also sampled 10 people. All right, so I'm going to put some information in the Telegram chat just to help remind you of that. The purple book was sent to you when you got started. Go through that purple book. That's your launch plan. Everything that I just explained in 1052 is in that purple book. And also, it's going to ask you your goals. It's going to ask you, why did you get started? It's
I
going to
love
ask certain questions to keep you accountable.
I love that purple book. That purple book is when I needed to go. Consider that purple book back to the basics. Know that if you ever feel like, oh, listen, tomorrow's Monday, you might want to restart in your business for tomorrow. Go back to that purple book because it helps to reignite what your goals are. It helps say exactly what you need to do to get started.
Exactly. So guys, listen, that was training tonight. So I want you to drop in the Telegram chat if you're going to go G5 and get your 5 new customers as a new life changer this month, or you're going to go all the way for 1052. Whatever it is, make a decision, take action, and let us know. We want to keep you accountable. We want to celebrate you in the chats. All right. So
a win is a win, you guys. Don't be afraid.
Let me go on gallery view. Y'all unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Say good night to somebody. If you see your team member on here, make sure you give them a good night. A good night.
Good night, Dawn.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Felicia.
Good
night.
night.
Good night,
Thank you,
everybody.
ladies.
Amazing
Night.
Thank
night.
you.
Good
Good night,
night.
TLC
Thank
Trina.
you.
Thanks, Miss
Thank
Spade.
you.
Thank you.